Everything is new. I am making everything new. God is going to take you through a new season. So let go of the past and look forward to a new beginning. It's time for a remake. God will remake all you lost, transform your troublesome circumstances, and give you a new beginning. God will restore, rebuild, resurrect everything you have given up on. Your expectation from the Heavenly Father will never be in vain. It's a time for the new year to see a new you. God will make all things new. A blessed, peaceful, prosperous, and a healthy new year 2021. Chapter 12. Introduction to Statistical Methods and Econometrics. We have already seen about the father of statistics, the evolution of statistics in India, the characteristics and functions of statistics. Then we saw about the types of statistics. We saw about data, qualitative data, quantitative data. And then I taught you how to calculate arithmetic mean. Today let us see standard deviation. The measures of central tendency serve to locate the center of the distribution. So by using the measure of central tendency, if a data is given, we will be able to find out the center value or the middlemost value. But it does not reveal how the items are spread out on either side of the center. So we do not know how the values are scattered on either side of the center. So this characteristics of frequency distribution is commonly referred to as dispersion. So the way in which the data is scattered on either side of the center is called as dispersion. The degree of variation is evaluated by various measures of dispersion. So there are two kinds of measures of dispersion: the absolute measure of dispersion and the relative measure of dispersion. Standard deviation is one of the methods of absolute measure of dispersion. Carl Pearson introduced the concept of standard deviation in the year 1883. The concept of standard deviation was introduced by Carl Pearson in 1893. Standard deviation is also called as root mean square deviation. The standard deviation of the population is denoted by the Greek letter sigma. So standard deviation is given by the Greek letter sigma. The standard deviation of sample is denoted as S. So there are two methods of calculating standard deviation. First method is called as the actual mean method, and the second one is called as the assumed mean method. That is, standard deviation can be calculated by two ways. One is called as the deviation taken from actual mean method. The second one is deviation taken from assumed mean. So how do you calculate standard deviation? Standard deviation is denoted by the Greek letter sigma. So here we have a problem. Calculate the standard deviation from the following data by actual mean method. So we have to calculate the standard deviation for the following using the actual mean method. So data is given: 25, 15, 23, 42, 27, 25, 23, 25 and 20. So do you know how to calculate actual mean? The other day I taught you how to calculate arithmetic mean. So using that formula, we have to calculate the mean. So mean can be calculated using this formula. X bar is equal to sigma x divided by n. So you have to tabulate the given data. First column will be serial number. Second one, the values which are given here. The third column will be x minus x bar, and the last column will be x minus x bar the whole square. Why do we have to calculate all this? Because the formula for calculating standard deviation by the actual mean method is root of sigma x minus x bar the whole square divided by n. This is sigma. Sigma means summation. Here it is summation. This is standard deviation, sigma. Here this denotes summation. So x bar is equal to summation of x divided by n. So how do you calculate this? The values are given here. The values which are given is called as x. So you add all x, 25 plus 15 plus 23 plus 42 plus 27 plus 25 plus 23 plus 25 plus 20. If you add all these, you get 225. So what is the formula to calculate arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is denoted as x bar. So x bar is equal to 225. You have to add all the values of x. So when you add all these values, you get 225. How many values are given? 9 values are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So n is equal to 9. So x bar, substituting all this in x bar is equal to 225 divided by 9, that is equal to 25. Now you have found out the arithmetic mean, or the actual mean is 25. So using this actual mean, we have to calculate the standard deviation. So next column is x minus x bar. Here your x bar is equal to 25. Your x bar is 25. So substituting x, the values of x and x bar, you have to calculate the third column. 25, x is 25 minus, what is your x bar? 25. So 25 minus 25 is 0. Next, x is 15 minus your x bar is 25, that is equal to 10. Third one, value is 23, x bar is 25. So 23 minus 25 is minus 2, because the value of negative number is greater than the positive. So you have to have the negative sign here. 23 minus 25 is equal to minus 2. Next is 42 minus 25. Why do we put 25 here throughout? Why do we use 25? Because x bar is 25. We have to calculate the third column like this, x minus x bar. So 27 minus 25 will give you 2. 25 minus 25, 0. 23 minus 25, minus 2. 25 minus 25, 0. 20 minus 25 is equal to minus 5. So the first number is the value x. The second one is x bar, which is common for everything. Next one, x minus x bar the whole square. So 0 square is 0. 10 square is 100. What do you mean by square? You have to multiply it twice. 10 into 10, 100. Minus 2 into minus 2. Minus and minus will become positive. So 2 into 2, 4. 17 into 17, 289. 2 into 2, 4. So likewise, you have to calculate x minus x bar the whole square, and then you have to add all this. So the last row here is, you have to add everything. Value of x is 225. If you add all this, you will get 0. If you add all this, you will get 426. Now substitute this in the formula. What is the formula to calculate standard deviation? Sigma is equal to root of summation x minus x bar the whole square by n. So what is your summation x minus x bar the whole square? Summation means add x minus x bar the whole square. You get 426. So 426 divided by 9. Capital N, small n, everything represents the same thing only. So divided by n, divided by 9. So 426 divided by 9 will give you 47.33. So root of 47.33. So if you find out the square root of 47.33, it is 6.88. So the answer, the standard deviation sigma is equal to 6.88. You might be wondering, Miss, how can I calculate the standard deviation? How can I find out the square root? I learned all these concepts in 8th standard and 9th standard. I've totally forgotten this. You can use a simple calculator to do all this. You can use your calculator for the examination also. You can take an ordinary calculator, not the scientific calculator. Take the ordinary calculator. So for all this addition purpose and for finding out division and the square root also, you can use the calculator. So using the calculator, you can find out the standard deviation. This is finding standard deviation through the actual mean method. Next, we have to see the calculation of standard deviation by assumed mean method.